Hi, Caroline. Yes. Hi, Caroline.
Yes.
How are
Hi.
you?
Oh, well, hi everybody. Hi. Um, I'm just trying how to ask the question. Um, I think we talked about it before. I have complex trauma. I notice the effects every day in my body, tension, anxiety, all of that. And on the other hand, I understand Advaita. I also get teachings from Tibetan lamas. I understand the concept of anatta and no self. But first of all, I can't seem to be able to solve the pain, the daily pain. And I also notice me starting to move in doubt. What if this is all just a theory and I'm at it for years trying to solve or dissolve the ego or get it or get there. You know what I mean, right?
Ye-
So I'm starting to wonder maybe it were all kinds of stories all those people wrote. Is it even true? I know it is, but there's a part of me that is doubting. So that's a little bit my question.
So, my answer is you've cracked the code. It is all it is all theory. It is all concepts. Now what? Okay, I've told you. It is all made up. All made up, including what I'm speaking is all made up. Now what? So, yeah. The thing is, you never start the seeking, so you will never be able to end the seeking. So, even if we are told facts, for example, what we consider as facts, which is like mind coming up with the ideas, what if all this is complete nonsense and there is no ultimate truth? Which I subscribe to personally. I say that there is no ultimate truth. But you see, when I say that there is no ultimate truth, that itself is an ultimate statement. you see so there there is no freedom in words, there is no freedom in theories, and that is why I say mind is limited. Mind cannot figure it out. And if there is this total understanding that yes, I truly cannot figure it out, in that moment everything drops, and there is rise of compassionate heart. Compassionate heart is not a personal heart. It does not identify with personal attributes. It is simply awareness. That's why I say it is limitless. But mind wanting to figure out, the only instrument that the mind has is thought. And thought, we all know that is divisive. So it is but natural that if a solution comes out, the question simultaneously will arise. Question means doubt, simultaneously will arise. But if I'm totally quiet, and if I'm able to totally witness my entire confusion, where I see there is no escape from this. This means whatever is arising in its purest form, without any alterations, without any concepts being imposed on anything. Then I see that there is actually nothing I can do and nothing I need to worry about. I live with the certain idea that there are problems. There is problem because of behavior, because of interhuman interaction, and because of constant feedback from others that this must be corrected. But what I see is Life is bare, it is raw. Life doesn't have concepts. Humans have concepts, our minds have concepts, but life doesn't have concepts, it just flows. When I come across these statements about, now I'm not trying to downplay any mental health issue, but what I say is that sometimes we can get so caught up in the idea that things needs to be fixed, and somehow that once I arrive at one particular truth, it's just going to free my whole conditioning, and I will then be able to operate like others. So sort of a comparison is also involved in that, whereas we do not know how others are operating. How even people who evaluate us are operating, we do not know. Because it is one thing being in a role, it is another thing being bare, you know, being completely open. So what I say is life itself is completeness. We think that life is limited because we identify with that limitation, which is our mind, and we say that I'm going to figure it out through this. And yes, I'm not discounting the mind. Mind is capable of amazing things, amazing things, but it remains limited in knowing what essentially our base nature is, what our foundation is. So, I say that there is actually nothing to figure out. And whatever you're figuring out is not going to give any solution. It is all stories. These are all stories. And I am a storyteller, just like just like all of you. So that is my take on the subject.